Oh man. If you haven't heard yet, BTS V, Kim Taehyung, absolutely owned the scene at Celine's fashion show during Paris Fashion Week on October 5th, 2025. And it's got everyone losing their minds in the best way. So, as Celine's global ambassador since 2023, when the brand called him Celine Boy, Taehyung has been showing his star power. And this event was peak example of that. So Taehyung showed up looking like he just stepped straight out of a vintage Parisian daydream. He went full autumn elegance in a knee-length brown trench coat like this. And there were some sweet, memorable moments. For example, when American actress Uma Thurman's hair slipped a bit during their brief interaction. Without missing a beat, he gently fixed it for her. So a lot of fans called it a gentleman move. And he posed for pics with Narin from the rookie girl group, Meow. And he also gave warm greetings to the TWS boys, who is a K-pop boy group who debuted last year under HYBE, particularly Playful Entertainment of HYBE labels. And he also did a bunch of interviews for magazines in Korean, and I'm gonna translate what he said. So let's talk about multitasking. Post show, he kept the energy going by grabbing a pistachio croissant while walking around in the streets of Paris. And then he headed to the after party in a layered jumper, still serving looks that everyone saying that he absolutely devoured the high fashion game. Although he was trying to calm down the armies who showed up at the hotel he was staying because they were too loud, and he's aware of the fact that this hotel is not just for him. But we can't help with the crazy energy that armies show whenever the BTS members are present, right? So in this video, I will talk about what happened in the past few days in a chronological order, and at the end of the video, I will translate the Weverse live stream that he did just a few hours ago, actually about 12 hours ago, on October 6th, past the midnight KST. Okay, let's see, where should we start? All right, let's start here. So on October 3rd, around 5:30 p.m. KST, he turned on live, and during that 46 minutes live stream, he spoke Japanese mostly. It seems like he has been watching a lot of Japanese contents lately, so he's been feeling like speaking Japanese and is learning Japanese again. And he talked about a bunch of stuff. Anyways, I wasn't able to. I was trying to make a content out of it, but since I'm not an expert in that language, I decided to wait a bit so that we have more content and decided to make this video. Okay, so that's what he did. And then later, past the midnight, so 1:48 a.m. on October 4th, he turned on Weverse Live again, and this time it was like a rather easygoing dinner time chat, although for him it was a late night snack filled with warmth and randomness. So he started by saying that he just finished charging his phone and was about to eat, and he was inspired by a fan who mentioned sushi earlier during this live stream, and he ended up craving it too. He said that he cannot stop thinking about it, 꽂혀가지고, and decided to have sushi and soba while chatting with the fans. And he did briefly turn on his live. The reason why I'm not gonna play this whole video is because he's playing music, and there are some copyright issues with that. Didn't he turn on his yeah, right here. So sushi and soba, cold noodle. And he welcomed his fans as his meal buddies, 밥 친구, saying that it's boring to eat alone. In Korean, I've told you about this before, right? When you use the phrase 밥 친구, you usually refer to like the contents or videos on YouTube that you watch while eating alone. But in this case, he is referring to his fans, the viewers, as meal friends or meal buddies, saying that it's boring to eat alone. And throughout the live, he talked casually about food, and said in Korea, sushi rice is pretty sweet. And he also talked about how delicious cold soba is in Japan. And it turns out that he doesn't like it when there's too much rice in sushi that he eats. So it seems like he added a note request when he ordered using a delivery app. Please add as little rice as possible. What else? He even joked that he tends to go quiet when the camera's on. So he turned off his camera while eating and chatting. And between bites, he showed his meal, like I said, very briefly on camera, saying that it looked messy but tasted good. What else? Later, he mentioned that he often sleeps late because he gets caught up doing things, and added that he planned to play online games with his Hyungs afterward, probably referring to BTS members, Hyungs. I wonder what games they're playing nowadays. RM said during the latest Weverse live stream that while they were staying in LA, he felt lonely because he doesn't play the games that other members play. And before signing off, he said that he would come back again when he had time, and he did, in France, actually. And he thanked fans for tuning in, and ended the live saying that he would finish eating, and then the other members were probably just doing their own thing because one fan asked him how the members are doing, and he said that I don't know, they are doing what they might be doing. So it was overall very calm, intimate moments. V casually sharing dinner, small talk, and his gentle humor with fans, showing the same cozy, grounded energy he always brings to Weverse lives. And then a few hours later, he went for a run before heading out to airport to fly to France. Saturday morning running. So he finished his running at 7:35 a.m. He ran for 5.73 kilos. For those of you who are Americans, 5.73 kilos is, in terms of miles, 3.56 miles. Here was his average pace, 6 minutes, 13 seconds per kilo, I think. He ran for 35 minutes, 39 seconds. So this is the screenshot that he shared on Weverse community. And then he head out to the airport to fly to France. And here's a little interaction between V and the reporters who showed up. By the way, the airport was packed, super loud, because there were a lot of fans there as well. I liked his outfit. Jeans, so black shoes, grayish jeans, shirt with a loosened tie. Yeah, I like that. So the reporters asked, dispatch reporter asked, at Incheon Airport, did you stay up all night? You even went running. And V asked if he was surprised. How did you know? Did you look it up? And again, that's because they know because he shared it on the Weverse community. And then reporter said, actually V said, I'm going to sleep on the plane. Probably he only had a couple hours of sleep. And reporter said, Taehyung, please do a V sign for us. It's been a while. And V did a finger V sign. And then he said bye and flew to France. All right. And again, the airport was packed with these fans, reporters, and probably just civilians who are curious about what was going on. I feel conflicted whenever this happens, I have talked about this before. A lot of you might feel conflicted as well. I'm super glad that he's getting loved and recognized at the airport. But since the airport is a public space, there are, citizens who complain whenever celebrities show up and it gets loud and even dangerous. And BTS members care about the safety of fans as well. But there are reasons why this happens, right? Even though some fans want that the members can simply own private jets and fly on their own without having to go through airports, but that it's not really what happens in Korea for various reasons. All right, and then he did a bunch of magazine interviews in Korean, and someone noted that he must have wanted to make each magazine interview unique and interesting. So he did different concepts and he said different things. So that shows that he was really thoughtful. For example, this one is an interview with Vogue, Vogue Korea. He said, 안녕하세요, 저 B라고 합니다. Hello, I'm V. So today I went to see the Celine show, and there were so many really beautiful looks. Among them, the purple dress with the little sequins. I really want to try that one on. Well, it's not like there's a rule saying I can't, right? So I'll give it a try sometime. Thank you. And here's a purple dress that he was referring to. Super shiny. Well, yeah, there's a rule that there isn't a rule that said that he can't, and he might look great in it. Anyways, that's what he said. And here's interview with W magazine. He said, I'm really grateful when you cheer for me, referring to the fans, but please be careful not to hurt your throat. I worry you might strain it. Save your voices for our concert. Then you can shout as much as you want. We really, truly miss you too. Let's meet soon. Our comeback, that's what matters most, honestly. comeback이 제일 중요하죠, 사실, he said. So that was touching, caring about his fans, and, talk about the comeback and album. Next one. This was an interview with Bazaar. He said, I really like my look today. First of all, I styled my tie with the cute leopard print. Pretty, right? And then he said, what was next? That the Bazaar staff told him. And he said, see you again, Bazaar, fighting Bazaar. And I forgot to include another one where he was like walking in the forest while holding a huge branch that is shaped like a V. You know what I'm talking about, right? That was pretty random and cute. So that was funny too. And then he had a conversation with the CEO of Celine. So she asked him, like, what time did you arrive last night? And he said, late. How was the after party yesterday? Was it okay? And he said, after dinner, after party was a like new club, Maxime's. She asked, was it okay? It was nice, but I wanted more Ttu-shi Ttu-shi music, like upbeat. And she said, he understood, okay, not enough music, not loud enough. So we'll get you loud music next time. So yeah, Celine cares about V, pays attention to his thoughts and the impressions. Anyways, and then he walked around the streets of Paris while having a pistachio croissant. And it seems like he even bought ice cream for his bodyguard, protocol manager. That was cute. And he was super glad about the fans who showed up. Like, he did that elegant gesture for the fans, serving his looks. All right, and last but not least, let's talk about his Weverse live stream that he turned on around 12 hours ago. All right, here I will.
나왔다. 진짜 빨리 들어오느라.
He said, 나왔다. I'm here. 빨리 들어오느라. Come in quickly. Talking to armies who just received a notification. Drinking water. Hey, probably tired. Probably thirsty. Man, this guy's a handsome guy. V sign.
Hey, what's up? 잘 지냈어요?
Hey, what's up? How have you been? Have you been well? He said.
쇼 끝났어.
The show is over. I just realized that,
쇼 끝나고
after the show's over, he said,
우동 먹어서 식곤증이 왔어요.
I had udon, so now I'm in a food coma. He's clapping with his bare feet. Lying in bed, reading fan comments. Saying hi with his bare foot. I think he's gonna speak in a minute. I was gonna say,
오늘 뭐 할 게 많아서
Sorry,
오랜만에 하느라 할 게 많아가지고
so I had so much to do today. It's been a while since I've done all this. I've been busy doing things. Yeah, I was gonna say the fact that he's super fit nowadays, with all the exercises he's been doing since military days, helps, because stamina is super important for artists who are busy, and especially superstars like BTS members who are traveling around the world, handling all the schedules, right? So I'm glad that he's now just, yeah, super fit.
근데 제가
But you know,
오늘
today, someone said BTS V, his Weverse live, is never
컨디션이 그렇게 막
never boring. Just like watching his face is already entertaining enough. Even though, even if he doesn't say anything, you just cannot help but watch and pay attention. Anyways, he said,
좋진 않아서
오늘 컨디션이 그렇게 막 좋지는 않아서
왜냐-
I'm not feeling that great today
왜냐면
because
어제
yesterday
잠을 잘 못 자고 아침에 일어나서 쇼 준비한다고 해가지고
I didn't sleep well and I had to get up early to prepare for the show.
그래서
So
잘
I'm just
피곤하긴 한데
pretty tired.
그래도 오늘
Still
무슨
today.
일이지?
What day is it?
불타는 일요일이잖아요.
불타는 일요일이잖아요. It's burning Sunday. So in Korean we say 불타는 금요일 usually. Friday, like literally burning Friday, but it's a Korean expression of TGIF, right? But Sunday is still a, holiday. So it said 불타는 일요일, burning Sunday.
그러면은 뚜시뚜시 한번 하러 가야 되지 않을까요?
그러면 아마 뚜시 하러 가야지 않을까요? Then maybe it's time to do 뚜시. Shouldn't I go and do that? And by 뚜시, it's probably meaning party, having a party, because he did this Weverse live with the thumbnail of himself partying. 뚜시 했다가 기절하고 왔어. I did 뚜시 and I came back passed out, joking, meaning that he was super tired. So I think by 뚜시 is probably referring to like partying.
그럼 오늘도 한번 저는
So today, again,
암만 피곤하더라도
even if I'm tired,
이제
now
뚜시뚜시
뚜시. And he prefers like loud dance music, I guess, when he parties. Even though he personally does like soft jazzy music, right?
뚜시뚜시
He almost went fall asleep.
뚜시
because he's in a food coma.
맨정신으로도 뚜시뚜시 할 수 있거든요.
I can do Ttu-shi Ttu-shi
오늘은
even when I'm sober.
술 많이 안 마실 거예요.
I won't drink much today.
왠 줄 알아요?
You know why?
내일도 바쁘기 때문이죠.
Because tomorrow's busy too. And then there was a lag, delay.
뚜시뚜시.
Ttu-shi Ttu-shi. He said it for the like 5th time.
아무튼 오늘 나는 뚜시뚜시 하러 갈 거니까
For the 6th time he said Ttu-shi Ttu-shi. Anyway, I'm heading out to the Ttu-shi Ttu-shi tonight. Party tonight.
우리는 먼저 자고 밥 맛있게 먹고
So Army, you should eat well and go to bed early. Or go to... Okay, he said. Latency issue.
알겠어요?
Got it? And then he lied in bed.
알겠죠? 저 오늘
Got it?
뚜시뚜시 하러 갈 거니까
I'm going to Ttu-shi Ttu-shi tonight.
와이파이가 불량이라고요?
Oh, why the Wi-Fi is bad?
어쩔 수 없네.
Can't be
아
helped.
어쩔 수 없다.
And then the live is over. Yep, classic V. That's what's been happening. I hope he finishes his schedule safely and enjoys every moment while killing it and devouring it with his fashion and his looks. And I hope that everyone who shows up to the event stay safe. And then I'm wishing him safe travel back home, back to Korea. All right, let me know your thoughts, your favorite moments from BTS V's fashion show event so far. What was the most memorable part, whether during his schedule or during the live stream? Okay, and when you write comments, let's stay positive, respectful, and classy. Was there anything else I wanted to say? Yeah, I'm glad that even though V's having so busy time since his fit with his great stamina, I'm pretty sure that he can handle these effortlessly, even though it must be tiring. What else? Yeah, I just realized that everybody's BTS members have different styles of like interacting with fans, even though each member loves their fans so dearly. And the gap is pretty interesting because yesterday I made a 2-hour interpretation or commentary video about RM's 15-minute Weverse live, right? But V turns on live stream here and there, often, very briefly though, oftentimes. But yeah, still, he loves his fans so dearly. Anyways, you're welcome to share your thoughts. Let's stay classy, all right? Peace, love. Bye-bye.